So, Tom, we just got our first text question for the day, and this is a question that is pretty common that we will get, and that is the texter saying that they won a judgment in small claims court for $4,500.
All right.
But now collect.
Yeah,
which
okay.
is, of course, what you always tell people.
Well, the good news and bad news for this texter, okay? First of all, getting a judgment against somebody usually is the easy part. What is it? It's a piece of paper that says somebody owes you money. Good luck trying to collect on it. Now, when you obtain that final judgment through small claims court without the help of a lawyer, we're talking under $5,000, small claims courts, the clerks will give you the forms. They will help you fill it out step by step. The very judge who granted your final judgment in small claims court, when you did it without a lawyer, that judge is obligated to help you collect it. So the judge would be obligated to send a notice out to the defendant, telling the defendant to show up one day in court with copies of bank records, deeds, etc., and the judge would help you go through it and figure out what assets might be there available to get paid from.
And, Tom, once that initial is done, is there any follow-up after that on the judge's part? Or is
I'm not sure. First of all, the judges don't necessarily volunteer this information to you, so you got to be the one to go to their clerks and say, look, I need the judge's help to collect this in small claims court.
Okay.
But when you find out, for example, the person's got a bank account, the judge might help you go and help you garnish that bank account. If they find out that you're employed and you meet the criteria, you can garnish their wages. Remember that here in the state of Florida, you cannot put a lien against somebody's home. So they might have a beautiful home, free and clear and paid for. You can't touch it. So you'd have to look for other real estate like investment property or rental property. And then remember that for a married couple, if you sue just the husband, you cannot touch anything that's owned by the husband and wife. If you sue just the wife, you cannot touch anything owned by the husband and wife. So you got a married couple, typically you got to be suing both of them to be able to collect something. But hey, all in all, it's hard and difficult and sometimes impossible to collect these judgments.
I know that's what you tell people all the time is that, again, tough situation because they can win the judgment, but at the end of the day, it's about getting the money.
Yeah, you can also talk to your accountant or CPA about taking a tax deduction for it, too. I think the IRS requires that you put a reasonable effort into trying to collect it, but if you are unable to collect it, it can be a tax deduction for you. Check it out with your accountant or CPA.
Thanks, Tom.